So how does the PDP process work? There's really 4 steps to it. The first step is the completing of worksheets. Those worksheets are best done in conjunction with your mentor as they help you think about your life and have perspective. We'll tell you more about those in a minute. Then, after you've completed the worksheets and given yourself a lot of data to work with, then you produce what we call an initial plan. It's something that takes your own reflection on your life and ministry and helps to connect it with where you're going in life and ministry. Third, you revise the worksheets. They're a fluid thing. A lot of them are based on the time and place of your life, and as that changes, as you go through your Antioch School program, your worksheets should change. And then that leads us to the last step, which is revising your plan. The worksheets help you to capture the changes. The plan helps you to keep up with the changes in your life, hopefully building on the development you've had through the personal development plan process. There are 7 worksheets that are part of the first stage of the personal development plan process. Each of these 7 will help you to look at your life and ministry from a developmental perspective that's different than each of the others. The combination of all of them will put you in a good position then to build a plan. So what are those worksheets? First of all, there's a worksheet that's called Your Purpose, Creating a Basic Worldview Statement. It helps you to think about yourself as an individual, a family member, community member, and also a member of the world. The second worksheet is called Your Story, Life Development Timeline. It helps you think about your life, past, present, and future, in very important categories related to your own life development. I would encourage you with that worksheet to take each of the categories, put them down the left column of the worksheet, and then write comments along your timeline for each period of your life, past, present, and future. Third, the third worksheet is Your Abilities, evaluating your abilities and skills. It's a reflective exercise as you think about what you were good at, what you weren't so good at, what you were complimented for, what you were encouraged for, what you weren't complimented for, or perhaps even what you were discouraged for, and helps you to think about the collection of those things and how it relates to abilities and skills that you may not be focused on right now. Fourth, Your Roles and Responsibilities, Framing My Identity. As you focus on the various roles that you have, you also need to focus on the various responsibilities associated with each of those roles. This worksheet will help you to think about the variety of those things, but also how you're keeping them in balance. And often, insights from this worksheet will be very important for your plan. Fifth, Your Education, Finances, and Life Work, Envisioning the Long Term. This is an adaptation of your timeline that's really focusing on the future, and it's focusing on the future in very developmental terms. Paying attention to this worksheet often translates very naturally into your plan because you're thinking about how can I make sure to accomplish the next steps in my timeline. Sixth, Your Discipline and Determinations, the Life Development Strategic Life Plan. This one is really the base of your plan. It's where you think about some of your lifelong intentions. You think about long-term goals in the range of 5 to 15 years out. And then you think about annual goals for this year and perhaps next year, all of which are being considered in light of where you see yourself going in your plans. Very good base that many people use as the starting point for their plan. And then lastly, the seventh worksheet is called Your Source of Wisdom, the Decade Mentor System. This is an exercise where you look at the God-given learning community that God has put around you, and you identify people of all different ages that right now could be used by God to help you in your development. Who are the teenagers in your life? And what are some of the areas or times and places where you could meet with them to learn from them? Similarly, who are in the 20s and 30s and 40s, even the 80s? And if you find that you have lots of gaps in your decade mentor system and the people that you're listening to are all of one or two age groups, then you've learned something very important because you're not getting perspective from a wide range. Most of us need to have more older people in our lives speaking into our lives. Those are the 7 worksheets that are part of the personal development plan process.